I'm on protest for 2 years. A recognized refugee, beneficiary of international protection. Look at this title. Beneficiary of international protection, recognized refugee. Protesting in front of their office for 2 years under the most undignified and harsh circumstances. And the only thing they do is to call the police. They treat me like an enemy. I can't enter. Why I can't enter UNHCR office? I'm in dire and urgent need of protection. Why I can't enter UNHCR refugees as slaves? Because they treat us like enemies. They wait for us to die and consider it as a cheap, easy solution. Another casualty treatment for someone you consider as an enemy, not the person you want to help, not the person you are with. Police is coming. What can you find? So I've been held in detention at the police station for 3 hours today. Now this will be my second attempt to reach the UNHCR office because I can't bear this situation any longer. They are calling the police on me for 4 years. And let's see what is going to happen this time. It's new. Security is here. Closed. Open the door.
Okay, wow.
Open the door. Open the door now. They don't open the door. Nobody from UNHCR comes out. Their main employees, the people who should actually come outside and see what is going on. They only send down security personnel when the police arrives. And this is the situation. Nobody cares, nobody listens, they don't answer emails, they don't answer phone calls. And I'm perishing there in front of their organization for 2 years. I'm on protest for 2 years. A recognized refugee, beneficiary of international protection. Look at this title. Beneficiary of international protection, recognized refugee. Protesting in front of their office for 2 years under the most undignified and harsh circumstances. And the only thing they do is to call the police. They treat me like an enemy. If I come here, ask to enter the building, for instance, one day a few times, they don't care. They call the police a few times, and I will be in detention a few times. Police. I've been addressed to this organization. If you are not doing your job, address my case to another UNHCR office. I can't stay here for you, to witness my death, to remove my dead body from here. Nobody knows how many people they killed. Every day people are dying in the camps. I can't enter. Why I can't enter UNHCR office? I'm in dire and urgent need of protection. Why I can't enter UNHCR office? Open the door. Are you from UNHCR?
No?
Are you from UNHCR?
No.
You have to go from the other door. Other door. Or I mean, why would you call on a person for 4 years? What is your problem? I have no protection. I need to go after my life. 4 years. 4 years. They just call the police. And I am completely deprived of everything, of livelihood, of everything. I'm just spending the money I saved back there in Iraq a few years ago, and I'm running out of funds. I'm eating 1 meal a day. I'm basically starving, and they don't care. My life is being destabilized in northern Iraq, otherwise known as Kurdistan region. They destroyed my life, the government of mafia there, with the help of the Iranian rogue, with the help and guidance of the Iranian rogue and terrorist regime. I reached out to UNHCR at the time. They didn't care. I reached out to the US and Canadian embassy at the time. They just referred me to the UNHCR. It took me like 2 months just to get a phone number from one of their employee, UNHCR's employee in Baghdad. And she promised to help me reach their office, speak with somebody, but the day she's supposed to help, when I was standing in front of their office, she switched off her phone. And then they took my resident permit, they took my carrier. They were forcing the company not to pay off many months of my salary. UNHCR wasn't helping. I was forced into hands of people smugglers. In Greece, they misled me. They told me go to Greek asylum office, apply for asylum here. If recognized, you get papers, and you won't need to pay people smugglers to go other European countries. They are good people. They are not going to send you back here. So I stayed here for 10 months just for my papers to be ready, and by the time I went to Sweden, they sent me back immediately. They didn't even ask a single question about my asylum claims. They just sent me back after 3 months, keeping me in the camps, refugee camps. And yes, UNHCR didn't help me in Iraq, misled me in Greece, mocked and played me in Rome, in Italy, when I was there seeking help from the Canadian embassy. They ignored my distress calls when I was at the risk of deportation from Sweden back to this country, and now back here since September 2015. Every time I come here and asking for help, asking for this resettlement referral, they just call the police, and they are not going to get fucking tired of this situation. I mean, what kind of people are you, UNHCR? They removed me from here hundreds and hundreds of occasions. I've been in detention hundreds and hundreds of occasions. I've been in prison. I've been in my Amygdaleza prison. I had 17 courts, 17 trials just for trying to reach the UNHCR. They are accusing me of things that I haven't done. Accusing me of, I don't know, entering their offices, destroying their property. I never been able to enter UNHCR's office. They just, it's like this, the situation. They close the door and they call the police. And when their office was in somewhere else near Katahaki, I don't know the exact address by heart. Situation was the same. Calling the police humiliating me, torturing me. What is this bullshit? Do your fucking job. Do your job. If you cannot help me, write me a letter, address my case to another UNHCR office. End of the story. Because they don't care, because they think of refugees as slaves, because they treat us like enemies, they wait for us to die and consider it as a cheap, easy solution. Another casualty, like so many other people who died trying entering this continent in Aegean Sea, Mediterranean Sea, in the deserts, in the freezing temperatures now on their mainland, freezing temperatures almost in all the countries. Greek land in the front line, they call it Fortress Europe, Greece, Fortress Europe. And what is my fault here? I'm just seeking asylum, and I've been addressed to this organization for a resettlement referral. Why I cannot enter this organization? They don't answer. Why you don't answer? They say we don't speak to you. Why you don't speak to me? What is your problem? Explain. Oh, okay. About this security guy, he attacked me so far, like I don't know, 5 times, 6 times. He's very arrogant, selfish, attacking me. As soon as if I don't have a camera now, I have been attacked by this person once more. That's what these people are doing, ignorant, intentional, by choice. They choose to ignore. They choose to turn a blind eye on this situation. They choose to let me die. Recognized refugee on protest for 2 years. Nothing like this has ever happened to anybody, not in our era, not ages before that. What is this? It's like I'm now living in a cave. No water, no electricity, no sanitary services, no nothing. For charging my computer, I have to go miles away to charge my computer and my phone. I'm just eating biscuits. No real food for 2 years. What is this? This is torture. They don't come outside to tell me what is going on. Give me a letter and address my case to another UNHCR office. Address me back to the embassy and tell them that you can't help. Explain why you can't help, and tell them, encourage them. If they want to help, then they have to come up in another solution, like accepting a resettlement referral, a resettlement application from a recognized refugee in dire and urgent need of protection without a referral from this organization, or offer me a safe passage to their territory so that I can ask for protection there upon arrival. They don't want to do anything, and I'm just dealing with the police, with the court, police court, closed doors, police court. I don't even understand why the US and the Canadian government sent me to these people, because they don't need a resettlement referral to offer asylum to a refugee in need. They don't need. Open the door! No door open. So many people living in this, working in this building. It turned out all of them to be, ignorant. Same, with no soul, no humanity, no nothing. Employees of UNHCR, they are living from the elevator. They don't give a shit about a person. person's distress call, a person's life, a person's dignity and honor, they are the first one to target a person's dignity and honor. And guess what? Tomorrow they say, my word against your words. My word against your words. That's why nobody's helping, because if anybody wants to help, they first have to contact these people. And God knows what these people are telling them. And I have to endure this situation just for a resettlement referral. They don't care if you are, they don't care for educated, illiterate, young, elderly, children. They don't care for anybody, as far as I know. As far as I realized, that's what they are doing. This is a treatment for someone you consider as an enemy, not the person you want to help, not the person you are willing to help. Police just comes here, confiscates my phone, handcuffs me, and take me to the police station, and there, keep me in detention, or maybe ask these people to go there. On some occasions, make false testimonies so they can take me to the court. The court doesn't listen to anything I have to say to them. They just, sentence me to jail, and then jail itself for no reason, because I'm asking to leave this country through the only available legal channel. They closed this method on me. Police is coming. What Kristani? Down below KP police station, they kept me in detention today for the second time. After they call the police at the UNHCR office, they close the door and they call the police. And they kept me here in detention for the second time. Today on Friday, January 11th, 2019. That's the UNHCR's practice on beneficiaries of international protection, unrecognized refugees.